Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's Sarah Estelle here. How are you today? I hope you're well and taking some time out to rest over this solstice Christmas period as we head into 2021. It's a full moon in Cancer today. It will be full tonight. So hopefully you'll get some clear skies to see that. So many people are heralding this as a really important full moon because it's the last one of 2020. We started 2020 with a full moon in Cancer and we're finishing the same. So lots of messages for us there about self-love, self-care, nurturing families, our tribes, etc. So I'm starting 2021 with a Dancing in a New World program. And I'm busy downloading literally that through my own body right now and getting everything ready for those people who are called to join me. And so as I do this, I thought I'd come along here and share some things with you today. So as our Earth makes these big changes, we're being called more and more and more to come into our own bodies and really come home to ourselves. And that is really a message, a very Cancerian message from the full moon today, is to come home to ourselves, come home to our own bodies, come home to the wisdom that lives inside us. And in the Dancing in a New World week-long program that I'm running beginning January the 2nd, we're literally going to be dancing every single day with some beautiful base chakra tracks, getting to know our bodies in brand new ways and ending up with a beautiful live goal-setting day together. It's all on replay, by the way, and everything will be yours to keep forever and ever. So you can find out details below. But as I was exploring all of this today, I thought I go to 3 different places where I have often gone to find out the wisdom of my own body. Now, if you're anything like me, hi Esther. I hope you're joining us for our Dancing in a New World workshop. I think you are. 3 places that I have often gone to find out the wisdom. I'm not somebody who tends to run to the doctors and seek that kind of wisdom, although obviously if we need to do that, then we are sovereign and we know how to. So one of the very, very first books that I was introduced to, you may have this too. Do you have a copy of this book? I went and dug it out of my bookshelves. My little sister, not so little anymore, gave me this book actually many years ago. Yes, you are coming, Esther. Excellent. And you may know that in it there are, if you like, hold it up the right way, repertories of all the things that we can look up about our bodies. Now, this is a great way of doing it. But what I'd like to kind of feel into you today are masculine ways of finding out our body and more feminine ways of finding out our body. Now, if I share that something is a little bit masculine, that in no way means that it's wrong or bad, because as we know, the feminine and the masculine are both needed in this world in equal measures. Sometimes we need a little bit more of one than the other, and we all have a default to do one more than the other. So at full moon time, we may have a little bit more yang, masculine energy. Maybe, it depends. So I decided just to do a little bit of an experiment and look things up for me. So this year, maybe it's because I've been sitting at my desk more often, but my left knee has been dodgy. It's not something I've really had before, although I have had back problems in my life, so it could be something like that. And we can also always say it's age and it's cold, and maybe it is part of those things as well. But when I looked up in Louise's book, Knee, it says, represents pride and ego, stubborn ego and pride, inability to bend, fear, I won't give in. So all of that all sounds a little bit harsh to me. So then I went to the affirmation that was next to it, and it said, I am flexible and flowing. So that was more digestible to me, because the idea of flowing with the changes, the idea of being flexible with how we've had to work this year, and certainly many aspects of my life I'm having to be flowing with, says all about forgiveness, understanding, compassion. I bend and flow with ease, and all is well. Okay, so that's one way. Now, I would tend to think of that way as a little bit more masculine, because I'm actually going outside of myself and asking somebody else's opinion. In this case, Louise Hay, not a bad person to ask. Another place is, I'm going to share with you 3 ways today. The other way, another book that I have, which is really different, is this Batch Flower Essence book. Do any of you have this book? If you're watching and you've taken part or are taking part on our diploma in flower essences, we use this a lot and get truly, truly, truly amazing results. So basically in this book, you've got lots of maps of the body. So if I share that one with you, hope you can see and hold it up a little bit better. And then you've got, it's a bit like painting by numbers. You find the number, the part of your body that hurts, and then there's a whole page of the Batch flower essences. And basically you apply that essence to that part of your body. So I love this book. Again, it's a go-to. It's because my expertise and love and passion, it's what I do, is I help people learn about nature. Flower essence is a big part of that. So if I go to this left leg part here and look at my left knee, now there could be lots of parts of it, but the main part is number 33, which is walnut. So if you know the Batch essences, walnut is all about change. So what was I saying before about my left knee being about bending and flowing and allowing in new energy? So there I have a double message of how I need to basically allow myself to flow a little bit more gracefully and more easily with the change. And I can now go to my walnut essence from the Batch range, apply it by compress. And very often when people do this, they do actually get big shifts in their physical body. So the third way that I'd like to share with you today is the one that I feel the most feminine. Not that either of those two are bad in any way, because I love them both. The third way is to actually ask my body herself. Is not go to any books, not go outside of myself. And that's why I might say that those 2 ways are fairly masculine, because we're actually going outside of ourselves to somebody else's opinion, even though they may be fabulous people, and really just ask my own body, my own left knee, if you like, what is going on. So this is one of the things that we're going to be doing deeply together starting January the 2nd, through a whole week of deeply, deeply connecting with our root chakra, our base chakra. And that in essence is our body. It's the physical container of our body. And what a great place to begin 2021, by asking our bodies what they want. Not going outside necessarily and connecting outwardly, but connecting from the inside. So this morning I asked my left knee, through some movement, through some dance, through actually one of the tracks that we're going to be working with next week, what she wanted to tell me. And I got a strong message that I do actually need to sit with more, but it was about how the left knee was less rooted than the right knee, had more pressure on her, and essentially she wanted more balance in her life. So there's a lot of mileage in there for me, and I hope that that helps you to see a little bit about all different ways that we can use. Dance is free. Dance is something that we can do anytime, and we're going to literally to the root, to the place in our bodies, to our instinctual selves. If you think of how animals take care of themselves, they They know how to look after their bodies much, much more than us. They just allow their instincts to apply, rather than going out and looking at and what everybody else is doing. They do what they know is best for their bodies. So in terms of manifestation, self-care, self-love, getting grounded, getting clear, you have an invite to join me next week. All the details are on this particular post. You can pay over 2 installments, which makes it really, really, really easy. So we have a whole 7 days of guided dance, ritual, connection back to your body. You're going to get ebooks, tracks that you can download, listen to whenever you wish, keep, do again, again, and again. And we're going to have a whole day of drawing down 2021 together. So I hope that's been helpful for you. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.